Live! Hello, hyperspace! My name is Davontos, and it's time to get hyped because it's been a while since I came up on the mic, and I thought, why not make a supply drop opening video and stream it, because all of the new Call of Duty guns are live. Now, I was actually going to look at some of these new weapons. Yes, I actually call my guns these funky names, like Mr. Johnson, and Trigger Happy, and that's Tommy, and that's Oreo, and that's the Dip, and all that fun stuff. And let's see, let's actually get a look at these new guns before I open up them into supply drops. So let's go to the rifles at the very bottom. We got the KGM-21. It kind of looks like the bar, and this is a tiny weapon. I don't know if the weapon is very tiny or if it's just very far away. And we have an automatic rifle with high recoil and a quick fire rate. I mean, a 7 for a fire rate ain't that quick, but okay. Let's see here. These are some nice variants we got here. Okay. Alright, that's all the assault rifles? Yeah? Okay, let's move on to the submachine guns. Okay, so we got the whatever the hell that says, and it kind of looks like the grease gun. Let's see. Rainbow. This one's okay. It kind of looks like the grease gun, and this is a fast-firing automatic submachine gun, high on accuracy. Okay. So it's a very fast-shooting, accurate submachine gun. This one kind of looks like the Type 100, and this is automatic submachine gun with low kick and moderate fire rate, so it's kind of like the Type 100. Low fire rate. Okay. And this one is called the Irma EMP. Okay, so we got the light machine guns. The lead! What is this? Let's see. This is a high damage output LMG with steady recoil. Okay, so this is kind of like your average LMG. High damage output, steady recoil. These guns look very tiny. I don't know if they're supposed to be this tiny or they're just very far away. Now, before I actually continue the stream, let me check if you guys can hear me. What's up? Hey, you can hear me, right? Let me know in the comment section if you can hear me speaking, because it's been a while since I used my mic. Can you hear me? Let me know if you hear me while I browse through these guns. Okay, so we got a new sniper rifle, the WZ-35. This is a long one. Oh, crap, look at this. This thing is long! And we got bolt-action sniper rifle with one-shot kill on every part of the body at cost of slower rechamber rate. The fire rate is a 3. That is not slow for a sniper rifle. If we're talking about something like this, you know, this fire rate's a 1. Look at the very bottom. That fire rate is a 1, so that's a slow rechamber rate. This fire rate is a 3. That is not a slow rechamber rate, and for something cycling through the chambers that quick, having a one-shot kill potential, this might be a little overpowered. But let's see, let's see. When we have no new shotguns, okay, so we're gonna go on to the pistols. There are no new pistols, no new launchers, and no new melee weapons. Okay, good, you guys can hear me. Okay, it's just been a while since I used this mic, so I wanted to know if it worked. We have no new bombs, no new secondary grenades, and there are no new perks, and just for fun, let's check, there are no new divisions. Okay, so we're gonna actually start opening over 300 supply drops! No, let's actually get so one more thing. There are no new kill streaks. Okay. Yeah, I know my KD ain't the best. Ain't nobody care about KD. Davontos play for fun. Okay, so let's do this. We got 205 common supply drops, and we have 167 rare supply drops. Now, I did not spend a single penny on these supply drops. I actually heard that the guns are gonna come, so I've been saving up all of my drops for months! And it's finally here! The new guns are finally here, so I can put all these months of stacking up these drops to work and see what I can get. Now, this is going to be one of them supply drop opening videos, so I'm not going to be overreacting over the top like freaking T-Mart and Allier. So let's start with a common. Let's start small. Opening a common supply drop, let's see. Oh, winter-themed item. I'm probably going to get a ton of duplicates because I have almost everything, but there's a couple old items that I never had before. Okay, so all this is duplicates. I don't really care. Who cares about pistol grips? And that's a pretty cool looking number. Let's open up another common. This is going to be a long broadcast of me just opening a lot of drops. Duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. I'm going to be having a ton of salvage by the time this is over. I mean, you can see how much salvage I got now. No, this is actually kind of an old Call of Duty. I believe this COD's like 1 year old, maybe 2 years old. But I still play it because it's pretty fun. Let's open up another common. Let's see. Yeah, duplicates, duplicates! And pistol grips. Ain't nobody care about them pistol grips. Let's continue going. Okay, let's open up a rare. Let's see what happens. This is gonna be a long video. Really long. Let's see. I mean, I guess I could talk to you guys up in the comments. You guys could ask me questions, you know, whatever you want. This is gonna be one of them long videos. So before I get to the rares, let's actually waste all of the comments, because the comments never really have anything good. So we got 202 comments. It's gonna be super long. Best get comfy. Probably get some juice, some potato chips. Relax. It's gonna be a long day. You know, I don't really understand, like, some of these YouTubers. But they keep giving me pistol grips. Ain't nobody care about pistol grips. You don't even see it, because that's gonna be what your hand is covering when you hold the gun. That's like the worst idea they can put in Call of Duty. Oh, let's add a camouflage on the thing that your hand covers. So, I don't really understand, like, some of these YouTubers, like, especially T-Mart, because that dude is over the top with his reactions. But, it's like, T-Mart makes these supply drop opening videos, and the guy spends thousands and thousands of dollars on his YouTube videos, or I mean his supply drop openings, and then he just acts over the top as he's opening the drops, and it's all fake, man. It's like, ain't nobody on the comment section see that? Like, what kind of human on the planet just loses his shit and freaks out when he's opening virtual boxes? Like, you see me, I'm opening up these boxes. Yeah, okay, it's nice to get some cool stuff. Most of it's duplicates, but they're just virtual items that you're probably never gonna use. I'm getting a ton of salvage from this. It was like, T-Mart, come on, man. Why you gotta over-exaggerate on everything? Just like, you know, Allier. There was actually a video Allier posted, and I think he removed it. I'm not too sure. But Allier posted a video of him reacting to the new Call of Duty video, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and a lot of people in the comment section, they caught him, you know, kind of like lying on it, because you know when you watch YouTube videos, and after you've seen the video, at the very bottom of the thumbnail, it got that red line saying, you know, you watched it, or you probably watched it up to this far, and so on. You know, basically if you watch the full video, you have the thumbnail, and then under the thumbnail you have that red line. Allier claimed that he never seen the new Call of Duty trailer, and he was gonna record his reaction live, kind of like how I'm doing now, and oh sweet, I got the airborne calling card. So he wanted to record his reaction live. So when he actually went to his YouTube channel, ooh, got a legendary. Wait, what's this? Heroic. I'm never gonna use that. Okay, so when he went to record his reaction, people saw on the stream that he already seen the Call of Duty trailer, and then he's over here acting live on camera saying, "Oh, I never seen it before," and he was getting roasted on the comments. And then, when you watch that video of him, you know, reacting to the Call of Duty stuff, you can see it's so staged. Like, obviously he's seen it before, because we saw it from the thumbnail, but just his acting, you know, he's like, "Oh, that's crazy!" He's like, "Oh, that's Captain Price, ain't nobody seen that before." And it's just, it's crazy. It's like, the things that the people are doing, they expect you to fall for it. That's what I'm getting at with this supply drop opening video. Who knows how many drops I open? I'm not even keeping count. But have I ever been banned on YouTube before? No, I haven't been banned on YouTube before. I got a couple of copyright stuff for music that I upload, and I don't really monetize my videos because of that, because I just want to use the music I want to use. I don't really care about copyrights and all that stuff. But I have gotten, I think, like 1 or 2 copyright strikes because of the music, and ever since then I just don't monetize my videos, so I can just post whatever I want and not worry about getting them copyright strikes. And on top of that, I'm not really doing YouTube for like all the money like all these other YouTubers, kind of like T-Mart. Let's actually talk about T-Mart. So, man, T-Mart, this dude, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys who watch Call of Duty streamers, you know T-Mart. He was a scammer. He had that I think it was CS:GO lottery system thing. And uh-oh, we got a legendary. Uh-oh, what's this? Another, I ain't never gonna use that. It's a duplicate too. So it's like, T-Mart has these supply drop openings. T-Mart's the one who's notorious for doing these supply drop opening things. And he is overreacting to the point where it's just cringy when he's opening these supply drops. And it's like, you see me, you know I'm getting a couple of cool items here. You're like, oh, that's a nice Christmas event, you know, some nice camo. That's actually a pretty nice charm. A frail lizard. You see, that's pretty cool, but I'm not overreacting like T-Mart would overreact. See, if T-Mart were to open a supply drop, if I'm T-Mart, why everyone in Twitter is depressed? Okay. Okay. Most. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me get my bang straight. Okay, so every, everyone on Twitter is depressed for a couple of reasons. Mostly because everyone on Twitter is they're either very young, like high schoolers, and no offense if you're a high schooler. I'm just saying this because I'm in my mid-20s. I'm almost 30 years old, so I can tell you from experience. You know, I've been through middle school, I've been to high school and all that stuff, so I've seen this. Everyone on Twitter is depressed because most of them are teenagers. You know, maybe middle school teenagers or high school teenagers, or just fresh out of high school teenagers, like, you know, people in their early 20s. So they're still very young. And a lot of people, especially in this day and age, you know, this generation, they say, like, they get depressed, or they claim to be depressed over very, very silly things. Like, for example, they say, oh, I lost my favorite pencil. I'm depressed. And it's like they diagnosed themselves with crippling depression over the silliest things. And if you just sit back and you just, like, read through why these people are supposedly depressed, you would just see that they're not depressed. They're either just, I don't know, maybe a little sad, maybe a little stressed. But if you think about it, they'll get over it, because it ain't something that's, you know, super important. So, like, well, yeah, that's another thing. A lot of people are depressed because they don't have a so-called girlfriend. But it's clockwork. Was that's new? Nah, I got that too. I still ain't getting nothing new, but I got 173 more to go. So that's like a lot of people. They'd be like, oh, I don't have a girlfriend. I'm depressed. But it's like, if you do get a girlfriend, do you really expect her to make all of your troubles go away? Let's actually look at it logically. Let's say you're depressed because you ain't got no job, or you're depressed because all of your friends left you, or you're depressed because a family member passed away, right? Things that would cause some people to be depressed. You're alone, you lost a family member, you got too many bills, you ain't got no job, just average stuff that would sometimes trigger depression. So, hold on, got a rare? That's a duplicate. So, you have all of those common things that would make an average person depressed. Do you really think finding a girlfriend would erase all of those problems? I mean, if you lost... Hey, look, I got the lad machine gun. Huh, sweet. So, that's actually the new MG right there. So, like, if you get a girlfriend, she isn't gonna make your relative come back from the dead. She isn't gonna pay all your bills. If anything, she's gonna be another bill for you to pay. And it's like, she's not gonna bring all of your friends back so you don't see yourself alone. You're just gonna be depressed, and you're just gonna have somebody there to be depressed with you. Because, because a lot of your problems in life, you probably just gotta solve it yourself. Yeah, you can get advice from others. You know, your parents can give you advice, sometimes your parents can try to help you. But when it's your life, people can only do so much. You know, you gotta put on the shoes, and you gotta go outside. People can't carry you around everywhere. You know, you have to do it yourself. You get the advice, you can get the gear, you know, you can get the blueprint, and you can get the tools, but you're the one who has to actually have to go out and build the structure. You know, people can give you the blueprint, people can give you the tools and all that stuff, but it's up to you to make the move. And that's what a lot of people these days, they don't realize. They feel like, oh, I want you to make everything better for me. Or if I happen to get this one girlfriend, all of my life troubles will be better. And it's like this, but it's like life isn't that black and white. It's not that simple. And back to like the depressed issue. Back to the being depressed issue. I've seen some things up on Twitter, because I don't really post much on Twitter, but I do browse a lot, and I see a lot of things that a lot of people are saying. I seen this one thing. This was from a kid. He was like 14 years old. Yes, if you're 14 years old, you're still a kid. So, he was like, I'm depressed. And it's like, you start reading, you know, through his entire conversation, people are asking him, it's like, why are you depressed, Billy? And he winds up saying like, oh, I'm depressed because I have a math test today and I didn't study. I was like, come on, really? You're gonna diagnose yourself with crippling depression. Oh, and on top of that, he was posting threats of he's gonna kill himself and drink bleach. You know how the kids are. He's gonna kill himself, drink bleach, and he has crippling depression just because he has a math test in 5th period, and he didn't study for it. I was like, that's how a lot of people are these days, and this is just really stupid. It's like they don't know the difference between being sad, being stressed, and being depressed. Those are 3 completely different things, but a lot of people in this day and age, they don't know the difference. They think that the smallest bit of sorrow just instantly leads to crippling depression, and they have to go, they have to go to rehab and all that stuff. But they'll learn when they get older. Because even if you try telling them about it, they're not going to listen, or they're going to see you like the enemy and all that stuff. So I just sit back and either mess with them, or I just sit back and let them learn themselves. And unless you're like one of my friends and I try to give you some basic advice, but if you ain't going to take my advice, I mean, hey, that's your fault. But that's just how people are these days. This is just let them learn the hard way, because they don't want to take the easy way or listen to anyone. Anime Expo protest? Anime Expo protest, I don't really keep up with that stuff. I mean, I kind of just do my own thing, you know. I like anime. There are some animes I like, there are some animes I don't like. I like animes, some animes I like aren't popular. And some animes I don't like are very popular, like One Piece. Oh, there's a legendary right there. One sec, there's a legendary, and it sits... Oh, I got the rosy grease gun and the armored, I'm never gonna use that. But anyway, there are some animes I don't like, and they are very popular. Surprisingly, I don't like One Piece, and I don't like Naruto. I know a little bit about them, but I've never really got into it. I've seen like a couple episodes and just ain't my thing. And people protesting against these animes, you know, people find the silliest things to complain about. It's like in this day and age, people don't have enough problems to actually worry about. So they try to create problems or find someone else's problems and worry about that instead. So it's like, people just really gotta find something to do. They really gotta find a hobby. And complaining about something isn't really a hobby. So they just find anything to complain about. You know, like, let me see, what's a good example? Well, those anime protests is a good example, because it's anime. It's a cartoon. You know, it's a cartoon. Why are you taking cartoons so seriously? And it's like, another one would be Overwatch. You know, people are always complaining about Overwatch. It was like, they say, oh, the teammates are terrible, the game is bad, the developers abandoned it, I hate the game! And they keep going on months and months saying how much they hate it. So, I mean, can't you find something else to do? You know, it's a video game, it ain't that important. No, if you make YouTube videos based on it, then fine, that's your career, that's your choice. But I mean people who don't have a life that revolves around Overwatch. They just do nothing but complain about that one thing. And it's very stupid. They actually have to find something to do with themselves, because they're showing that they have nothing to do. And they're finding any little thing to keep them occupied, which is why there are a lot of people who like to get in your business, because they have nothing happening in their personal life, so they want to get in yours and see if they can try to make something of it. It's very silly. And there are a lot of people like that these days, which is also why a lot of people are depressed, because they just don't really do anything. They're too busy worrying about everybody else, they're not worrying about themselves, and then when they do think about themselves, they're like, ah, shit, I never done anything with myself! Because they're too busy worrying about the other guy over there. And then they start claiming that they have crippling depression, and they don't want to leave the house because they're sad, and all that stuff. It's like a whole circle. It's a whole big ring. You start at one spot, you end at the other, and it's this whole thing all over again. And the funny thing is, I'm an introvert, right? I've been an introvert for years. I don't really go out much, I don't talk to people, I don't really like talking to many people. And when you've been isolating yourself from society for so long, you start to notice it, because you see it in third person. You know, I haven't been talking to people for years. You know, occasionally I say hi here and there, but I don't really got any friends, you guys know that. It was like, so because I don't have any friends, I don't keep up with the popular fad of today's society. You know, like fidget spinners was a thing, who knows how long. I don't keep up with that stuff. I see it, but I don't really keep up with it. And it goes on to like, what's one I could think of? Like the faggots and shit. You guys know I hate LGBT. So it's like back in, let's say, the 80s and 90s, when people were against LGBT, it's like you see it. People are like, oh, I don't like LGBT gay stuff is wrong. And then here come the 2000s, and those same people who were against LGBT are now either faggots themselves or they support it, which shows that they are not leaders, they're followers. They just follow the fad and they just go with the flow. But if you want to be your own individual, if you want to be your own man, you're going to have your own mindset, and you're not going to let society change your mind because you're your own person. It's like when you're an introvert and you're your own person and you don't keep up with this stuff. I'm not saying all introverts are like that, but I'm just saying when you are one of those kind of people who have your own mindset, you get to see a lot of things in society that a lot of people just don't talk about. Ah, I just cracked my shoulder and it hurt. There's like nothing here. So, what was I talking about before I started getting into this social stuff? Oh yeah, supply drops in Team Mart. I didn't even notice if I opened up any good guns. There are so many supply drops, but I'm getting so many. I notice I'm getting so many double XP tokens. By the time this whole event is, by the time this whole stream is over, I bet you'll probably have like 6 days worth of double XP. But yeah, it's like. Oh yeah, Teamart. Oh wait, but I think when I was in high school, a lot of people listened to the rap. Yeah, maybe when I found shit. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's like that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's like everybody just follows the same flow, and when you're your own individual and you don't keep up with today's society or today's standards, they see you as an outcast, and they don't want to be with you. But the benefit. What is that? PTRS1? But the benefit to being by yourself and being alone is that, well, first off, you become stronger and you're not dependent. Everybody, they need to hang out with those friends. They need to be in that social group. They have to have that. And if you see yourself by yourself, you don't need that because you grew up without it, and you find yourself, just fine by yourself. And that's not a bad thing. Just like, oh man, I get this a lot. Ooh, mama. When I play PlayStation, sometimes I join random chat boxes, right? Sometimes I join random chat boxes and I just talk to strangers. And because of my deep voice, a lot of people, that's the first thing a lot of people start to mess with. They're just like, "Oh, Davontos, you sound like you got a dick in your mouth." That's like the insults that they use. They're either very, very childish. Give me 1 second, let me get some water. Where'd I put my water bottle? Here it is. Okay, give me 1 sec. Okay, so it's like, the insults that they use, they're not even insulting. Like they say, "Oh, Davontos, you live in your mama's basement," or, "Oh, Davontos, you're a snowflake." And it's like, you say this so early, that's the best you got? It's like, I heard, it's like, come on, man. A grade schooler could come up with worse insults. It's like, you're calling me a snowflake. Okay, what's next? Next year they're gonna wind up insulting you and call you a raindrop? The insults that people come with because they're staying in these social standards, they just mean nothing to you. Because one, you probably don't have no idea what they mean, and two, they just sound ridiculous. Like snowflake. There was yes, but different friends, never really had any. Yeah, I'm the same thing. I never really had any friends in my school life. It ain't a problem. You get used to it over time. So it's like, there was actually, this time I was watching the news. This was, I believe it was sometime last year. I was watching the news, and you know how the news always covers political bullshit. So it's like, I was watching the news, and they were talking about some kind of political, I don't know, some politician who was grumpy, I don't know. And then it went to the news. Excuse me, and it went to the weather lady. And the weather lady, I guess she didn't agree with what the politician said, I don't know. And then her insult to the politician, before she got to the weather, listen to this. This is the most brutal, harshest thing I have ever heard. The weather lady said to the politician, obviously off camera, off the record, she said,
"Oh, it sounds like somebody should get more citrus in their diet."
It's like... It's like you ask yourself, really? That's the best you got? I gotta drink more orange juice? That's the best insult you got? And it is just ridiculous, man. That's why when, I'm pretty sure if you guys follow me up on Twitter, you see sometimes I mess with people and I troll people. Because I just love messing with them, because their insults and just their ways of getting back at you is so funny. because because the insults is just so stupid, and I just love messing with these people. Whether it's be, you know, game fans, like I'm trolling Xbox people. I'm playing PlayStation, and sometimes I troll PlayStation people. I'm usually trolling the LGBT people. I just troll everybody, and the insults that they all use is just so juvenile. It's hilarious. So but back to these supply drop things. I have no idea how many new guns I got. I got a whole bunch of duplicates. I still got those rare supply drops to come up too. So it's like when you're watching these YouTubers like T-Mart, you know, and they open up these supply drops, they're freaking out. You know, like, you see me, I'm opening up these drops and I'm just acting normal. It's like, oh, that's a nice duplicate there. Or if I get a new weapon, I'm like, oh look, I got that new MG. Well, you see T-Mart, and T-Mart's opening up these supply drops, and this guy's losing his shit. I mean, what kind of human on the face of the planet acts like this? Just think of it like this. Imagine living with a guy who overreacts for opening supply drops. Let's open one supply drop and pretend one of those people. We got a legendary, we got a... Oh my god! It's a duplicate! We got a golden duplicate! We never got that before! Imagine living with a person who acts like that. Opening virtual boxes. Imagine how that man would act if he played The Legend of Zelda. Imagine you just sitting next to him, and he's playing The Legend of Zelda, and it's like he has Link, and he walks up to one of the boxes, and like Link walks up to him, and it's like da 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 da, and it's like, you know, Link turns around, it's a heart container, and because he opened up a box and it's something exciting, you look at him, he's already like catching a seizure on the floor. It's like, imagine what kind of lifestyle that person would have. That's what I mean. It's so staged. And it's people actually fall for it. It's like, you see me, I ain't got that calling card for it. The one that's called "Don't Call Me Sweetie." That's actually one I wanted. I never got it before. I finally got it. And you know what I'm gonna do? Open up the next one like if nothing happened. Because that's what regular people do. My goodness. Same thing, especially with T-Mart when he was scamming all those people with his, what game was that? CSGO Lotto scam thing that he was scamming people. He knew what he was going to get, but on camera he was pretending he didn't, and people fell for it. They gave him all the clicks, gave him all the views, and he just kept on going. And at the very end you find out he was staging it, and I think he got sued. I'm not too sure. It's just those people these days, man, what they do. I mean, it's different with horror games. You know, you watch people who play horror games like Markiplier, and you know, you can't really stage that too much because you can't really fake a jump scare unless you know what's going to happen. But just when you watch it, you can tell if they're really getting jump scared or if they're staging it. You know, like for example, like me, I'm opening the supply drops, and if I look over my soldier and there's like a freaking boogeyman back there, I'm gonna scream because I ain't expecting that. Oh, what's this? Oh, machine pistol? I ain't never seen that one before. Well, it's like, you know, Markiplier playing Five Nights at Freddy's. You know, the first time he played it, you could tell it was his very first time playing it. You know, Bonnie or Chica or whatever jumps out, and you see he gets scared because, you know, it's a natural reaction. So you can't really stage those scary games, or sometimes you can't really stage those try not to laughs. It's just what people do for them clicks, man. They getting desperate. Same thing with them clickbaits. Speaking of clickbait, I'm gonna poke fun at them people. I'm gonna make a clickbait thumbnail for this video. This is a stream, so I can't really implement a thumbnail until it's already uploaded on YouTube. But once it is, I'm gonna put a clickbait thumbnail. And then when they watch the video, they're gonna see I'm gonna talk bad about it. Just prove a point. Prove a point that how easily a lot of people are fooled, man. Oh man. Use Supersonico. I could actually. I want to find a picture. I want to have supply drops being like the main thumbnail, cause I ain't spend a single penny on this. And if I say I'm opening over 300 supply drops, let me actually calculate and see how much money this would have been. So, let me see my calculator. If I actually bought all 300 of these supply drops, I would have spent. I had 204. I think I had 204 commons. So $204, and then the rares, I think I had 167. I got a nice paperboy hat. And a new MG, too. Okay, so if I had 164 rares are $2, that's $328. $328 plus, I think I had 204 commons, so that's $1 each. So I would have spent over $532 on supply drops if I actually purchased it. Now, I told you guys I actually got all of this for free by straight up grinding, but hey, I can actually make that a thumbnail. $500 on supply drops. Or I can say over 300 supply drops being opened, like putting like in the bottom over $500. That'll be that'll be a good clickbait thumbnail. And then when they click on it, they see I'm just criticizing clickbait thumbnails and just proving a point. Oh man, we've been at this for 30 minutes and we ain't even halfway there yet. This is gonna be a long video. But yeah, I can actually use Supersonico. I'll see if I can find some pictures of Supersonico and use that too. I could probably use her boobs for clickbait too. I just got that melee camo like the last box ago. Oh man, this is gonna be one of those videos. I actually wanted to record this live for a couple of reasons. One, because I know it's gonna take way too long to record it in the Share Factory and edit it, and two, I could just talk to you guys while I open up all these boxes. This is like nothing but dupe boxes. Uh-oh, we got a rare holiday item. Let's see what we got there. Yeah, it's a duplicate backflip. Now my guy can backflip multiple times because I got it more than once. Man, I got a couple of videos saved up. I have, look at this, another another multiple XP. Oh man. A season 2 for Supersonico? Yeah, that would be nice. I don't really see Supersonico getting a season 2 though. Just because of, like, the plot of the anime. The plot of Supersonico was kind of like Fuka. It's like it's music based, and most music animes don't really get very popular, except for K-On! For some reason. But a lot of other music based animes, they're kind of just like a straightforward story. And what happened to all my Twitter friends? Actually, most of my Twitter friends, I don't really care, most of my Twitter friends actually stopped talking to me once they found out that I don't support LGBT. I don't really care, but because I'm not going to change for anybody. I don't agree with LGBT, and I'm not going to change. So, you know, if they want to be my friend, you know, be my friend. If they don't want to be my friend, okay. I don't really need you to be my friend anyway. but for those of you who are sticking around, and those of you who do see that I disagree with LGBT, and you're mature enough to realize that everybody has different opinions, you know, thank you for that. And for those of you who realize that I disagree with LGBT and are immature enough, and and don't realize that people have different opinions, well then you're just nothing but a childish fool. But yeah, it's like, everybody has different opinions. You know, it's like, you know, I don't agree with LGBT, I don't like Xbox. You know, there are people who don't like Sony. I like Sony. There are people who don't like Nintendo. I like Nintendo. But you don't see me arguing with them people. I just said before I mess with them, but that's different. I don't purposely hate my friends. Specifically talking about friends here. I don't specifically hate my friends because they have an Xbox. I don't care, you know, you do you. Man, all these duplicates. But it's, I don't know, people these days are just really, really silly, really immature. Uh-oh. SVT40. Hey, I got the Siberian. I actually wanted that one. I have to scroll through all of my stuff before I actually, get to the rares, because I have so many new things. Or maybe I should just get to the rares right away. Oh, I got a Snakey! And a Netherlands infantry! And a wood? Wood. If I put that wood paneling on the baseball bat, how would that look? I got a baseball bat made out of wood with a wood camo. Will I do E3 videos? I mean, I could just kind of make an E3 video now. I don't really see a point in like making a separate video talking about E3 when it's kind of like just a week away. With E3, I heard Sony's not participating this year, and it's just going to be Xbox, Nintendo, and all of the smaller companies like Ubisoft. So, because Nintendo and Xbox are the only main participants and Sony's not going to be there, in my opinion, I kind of say like Nintendo won this year's E3 because ain't nobody care about Xbox. And on top of that, we know Nintendo's going to have something that's Smash Bros. Related. And if Nintendo has something that's Smash Bros. Related, that's instantly going to give them a win. Because Smash Bros. Is probably one, or if not the biggest fighting game franchise, or probably one of the biggest video games in the entire world. So it's like, we know the next character is coming. We know Nintendo's going to talk about it. Who it is? I have no idea. I'm still hoping for Banjo and Kazooie or Shantae, but we know Nintendo's going to talk about the next Smash Bros. Character. I hope they talk about the new Animal Crossing too, because, I mean, I love Animal Crossing. I have New Leaf. I haven't touched it in a while. I haven't touched my 3DS in months. But I just love Animal Crossing. I love to just immerse myself in Animal Crossing and just play that game. And Nintendo has a lot of anime games. If you browse through the eShop, you see that they have a ton of anime games in there. I mean, that's kind of my thing. Xbox is going to show the new system that's 8K. Xbox is always upgrading their systems, man. It's like we thought Nintendo was bad with the 3DS and then the 3DSi and then the 3DS XL and the 2DS. Xbox is taking it next level. I mean, Xbox actually made... I forgot what it was called because I don't really keep up with Xbox. Oh, we got a legendary. Let's see. Gold ticket. Heroic! Another dupe. So it's like Xbox has... What was the most recent one? Xbox One? Yeah, Xbox One. Okay, so I'm not too sure if these are the proper names, but just hear me out, alright? Xbox One came out, and it's basically Xbox and the PlayStation 4. It's kind of like the same hard drive, right? Xbox released something, I believe it was called the Xbox One S, I believe, and it's literally the Xbox One. The only difference is it doesn't have a disk drive. So they had to remake the entire console all over again just to remove the disk drive. If that's not the most scammiest, money-grabbing technique I have ever seen, I don't know what is. That's like you have to buy a completely new PlayStation 4 just because they wanted to move the PlayStation logo from the middle of the PlayStation console to the bottom left. So because of that, you had to buy a completely new PlayStation console. It's the most scammiest thing I've ever seen. And the sad thing is, people actually go buy it. And it's like, I actually saw a review of somebody opening that new Xbox console, the one that don't have the disc drive. I actually saw a video, and the dude was saying it's the same thing. You know, you still got the controller that needs batteries, which I don't know why Xbox is still running on battery-powered controllers, when everything else these days are chargeable. But it's like, I got another lad machine gun. Look at that. Well, it's like, everything on the Xbox One S was exactly the same like the Xbox One. They just wanted to make another console for cash grabs. I mean, okay, yeah, so all of the games are downloadable, but, I mean, in this day and age, even with the disc drive, you can still download games. So if anything, the Xbox One S took away the advantage of physically having the game with you, because some people actually like to have a physical copy of the game instead of downloading it. So the Xbox One X just took that benefit away from you, and now you have to strictly download it. So I guess too bad for you if your data gets corrupted. But at least if your data gets corrupted and you have the physical copy, you can still pop the disc back in there and still got the game. If your data gets corrupted and you only have a digital copy, that's it. You gotta buy the game all over again. So... I guess that's a disadvantage to having it. Let me see what that comment says here. Let me see what this box has. I got cheese! I got a cheesy heart! Okay, so let's see. We need more info. Luigi's... Oh yeah, Luigi's Mansion thing. That's it. Luigi's Mansion 3. That's the thing. I forgot about that. Yeah, and same thing with Metroid Prime. I think Metroid Prime 4? I'm not too sure. And Pokemon. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about that new Pokemon. I haven't really been keeping up with Pokemon. I kind of lost interest in Black and White because a lot of those creatures in those games are just super cringy. And ever since then, I kind of lost interest. I kind of went back into it on Sun and Moon. And Sun and Moon was actually pretty good. And then, Hey You Pikachu and Hey You Eevee, whatever it was called. I have it on my Switch. I don't really play it that much. It's okay. And a Pokemon Sword and Shield, it seems promising, with a big question mark at the very end. I just hope they don't pull off another Pokemon Black and White and give us these cringy looking creatures. I mean, I think, like, Black and White's Pokemon, especially the legendaries, okay, the legendaries, I don't really know their names, that Black Dragon and that White Dragon, they look okay. But the three legendaries, you know, like the three dogs, the three birds, and so on, like Articuno, Moltres, and Zapdos, in Black and White, they were like some kind of genie. You know, like arms crossed, floating on a cloud. It was like a genie. Those genies look so weird. They look like something you would find out of, like a Saturday morning cartoon. They look like creatures you would see in the Batman animated series. They look like something straight out of that universe, and it just didn't fit in the Pokemon world. On top of they got mustaches. I was like, okay, Pokemon have mustaches, that's fine. Look at Probopass. But Probopass kind of fits because he still looks like a Pokemon. But those genies, they just look like humanoid knockoff creatures that some kind of Chinese development company made to try to rip off Pokemon. That's what those genie things look like. And there are a couple other Pokemon in Black and White. There are more double XP tokens. Oh my goodness. So it's like there are a couple Pokemon in Black and White that they just look weird. And because of that, it pushed me away from the Pokemon franchise, because I was a hardcore Pokemon fan all the way up until Black and White. I had Blue version, I had Gold version, I had Ruby, I had Diamond, I had Platinum, and then I think after Platinum came Black and White, and that's when I kind of lost interest. And then afterwards I got Moon, Pokemon Moon. And then I have Pokemon Hello Eevee, or Heyo Eevee, whatever it's called, and that's it. And I'm hoping the new one is good. I wouldn't mind getting back into Pokemon. I do like the memes that's popping up with the Scottish girl who's always angry. I gotta make her my main character. And Luigi's Mansion, I completely forgot about that. Luigi's Mansion is actually really fun. I had the first Luigi's Mansion for GameCube. I played that game all the time. And I have the other one for the DS, and I beat the game like twice, maybe 3 times. And Luigi's Mansion is really fun. For something so simplistic, they did a really good job, and it's really fun and really addicting. And Fire Emblem, I'm not really too big on Fire Emblem. The only one I have is Fire Emblem Awakening, and I only have I cannot talk today. Let me get some water. My throat's getting kind of dry. Give me 1 second. Oh boy! Okay, so I have Fire Emblem Awakening, but that's only because Lucina's in it, if you know what I mean. And, yeah, the story was pretty good. Mostly because Lucina was in it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And, other than that, I haven't really been into other Fire Emblem games. I heard of the one that had Corrin in it. I forgot what it was called. Yeah, that's another thing. Fire Emblem also has character creator. As what? Legendary! Heroic! Hey, yeah, wait, AS-44. Oh, that's the AK-47 prototype. Huh, okay. So I heard Fire Emblem has character creator, and I really love the character creator aspect. I love that in any video game. But it's just the way Fire Emblem plays out, kind of like a game of chess, is fun. You know, because I can play chess, I know how to play chess. It's fun, but it's not something I would be playing all the time. It's something I play for like 10 minutes at a time, and then I turn it off and play something else. It's okay. If anything, I would just have more fun creating the characters than I would playing the game. Oh, look at that! I got a nice-looking bazooka. 45 minutes into the stream, and we're about halfway there. Maybe. It's gonna be one of those videos. Oh, look, a gold card! That's the Wayful 28. Okay. I got so many new things here. I'm so glad they added this stuff. I still want those zombie uniforms, though. And here comes some more double XP tokens. At this rate, I can just max out all of my guns. All these double weapon XP tokens, I'll max out every single one of my weapons. What else at E3? Let me see, so we're getting Animal Crossing, which I'm really, really excited for. At least I hope we get Animal Crossing. And, probably the new Smash Bros. Character, because Joker's been out for a while, and they can at least tease it. And, something I would really like to see at E3, and it is possible, there's just no word on it, is Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie remastered. Because it's owned by Xbox, right? And Xbox can obviously make... Oh, go! It's, that's something I'm not really gonna use. Okay, so, Xbox owns Banjo and Kazooie. And they can make a Banjo and Kazooie game. As you've seen, they made Nuts and Bolts and slaughtered the franchise with it. But it's like, they can make another Banjo and Kazooie game. And Banjo and Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, was on the Nintendo 64. So, imagine if they make Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie remastered, you know, with like current day graphics. Just imagine playing Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie with like Smash Bros. Graphics on the Switch. That would be amazing. On top of that, they can obviously transfer it over to Xbox, because Xbox never had those titles in their library, and they can probably make a brand new Banjo and Kazooie. They can probably remake that Banjo-Tooie that was hinted at the end of Banjo-Tooie. They could make that Banjo-Tooie, and it can be the newest iteration in the whole Banjo and Kazooie franchise. And they can just stick to the old Banjo and Kazooie roots. And on top of that, Banjo and Kazooie could join Smash, because Xbox and Nintendo are partners. Xbox owns it. Nintendo had Banjo and Kazooie in their past titles, and he would be the perfect Smash character. Let's see what this comment says. Makino, what did you saying? Daemon X Machina, I played the demo of that game. It was okay. I liked the character creation, but everything else was it was okay. Not really a game I would play all the time. And Marvelous, I actually really like the Marvelous titles. You know, there's Shenran, there's, what was that other one? The other one that's like Knights and Queens. I forgot what that game was called. Valkyrie Drive? Something like that? You know, that was pretty fun. So Marvelous actually makes some pretty good titles. I'm surprised Marvelous isn't actually one of the bigger game developers, because their games are pretty fun. You know, don't get me wrong, they're big. They're really popular, but I feel like they're not as popular as they should, because their games are really, really fun, especially for anime games. Because if you guys play a lot of anime games, you know anime games are kind of mediocre or just like poorly done. But Marvelous actually nails it. They make their anime games really good.
Oh, mama, this is gonna be a long video. I got a cookie! I'm gonna put that cookie in my guns.
Yeah, Shenron Kagura 7, that's actually something that they can say on E3, because they spoke about it, I believe it was sometime last year, so they can probably give us at least a trailer on E3. That would be something. The heck is that, a bat? That's one ugly looking... I don't think that's an accurate bat. It looks like he's made out of wood. Oh man, this is super long. I'm not even too sure what guns I got. I know I got the new LMG, but I don't know if I got anything else. I gotta check. Oh mama. All this salvage. I got salvage for days. Uh-oh. Got a rare item, it's going to be another machine pistol. I think out of all the uh-oh, hold on, what's this?
Heroic!
Undercover hero. Emote? I never seen that before. Huh. So, it's, with this new Call of Duty that's coming out, I'm very iffy about it. Because Call of Duty's been very scammy for the past few years, especially on Black Ops 4. Oh my god. Black Ops 4 is so scammy. Well, it's like $24 for a virtual hammer, when you can buy a hammer in the real world for like half the price. So it's like, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is very scammy, so with this Modern Warfare, I'm very, very skeptical. I just want to wait to see what they do with the franchise and with the title. What's this? We finished? We opened all of the common drops! Oh yes! Finally! And now we have 166 rares, but before I get to that, let me see if I got the new guns, because I have no idea if I got them. I did not get the new rifle. I did not get any of the new submachine guns. I got the new LMG, which I'll test out later. I did not get the new sniper rifle. Okay, so now let's just start opening up the rares. And then, look at this. 1 hour, 45 minutes of double soldier XP. Look at 5 minutes of double weapon XP and 25 minutes of division XP. I don't really need the divisions. My division's already all maxed out, but... man. Well, let's get down to the rares. 166 rares. Started with the first. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. First rare and it's crap. Okay, let's see. So, this why Davontos needs to support Marvelous and Switch so we can get Shinra. Yeah, that would... I could. Hey, look, I got double burgers. Buy one, get one free. Got a deal here. I got double burgers. Yeah. Okay, so... yeah, I would actually support that. I would like Shinra and Kagura on the Switch. Shinra and Kagura 7 on the Switch. Of course, since the Switch isn't as powerful as the PlayStation, it wouldn't have... like, really good graphics, but I mean, the gameplay's still gonna be fun. I'm pretty sure the Switch can support Shinra and Kagura game, like, graphics. I mean, they never had the best graphics, it's more cartoony. Switch has a lot of cartoony looking games in there. They could do it. On top of that, they don't have to worry about Sony's crappy censorship issues. I have no idea why Sony is like that with their censorship. Oh, got a rare! Heroic! What is this? The goat? Hey, I wanted that rifle quite a while ago. Sweet. Okay, so, it's like, I just wanted to see what I had in that drop. So it's like, I don't know why Sony is like that with the censorship stuff. It's like, they have Mortal Kombat, what was the latest iteration, 11? They have Mortal Kombat 11 on the PlayStation 4, and they just let that thing go. That's like, you see people's spinal cords being ripped off, you see literal brains being eaten, you see people getting their arms ripped off, and Sony is completely fine with it. They're like, yeah, that's cool, let's add some more violent stuff. But the instant you implement jiggling anime titties that's covered up with a shirt, Sony's like, oh shit, no, that's too much, we can't have that. But then they turn around and have people getting slaughtered and turn into soup, and they're fine with that. It's like, so... Sony makes no sense whatsoever. That's one of the reasons why I don't want to get a PS5, because I don't like how they're handling their games. I don't really like it. I'm probably just going to go back to Nintendo. And if I do go back to Nintendo, I have no idea what I'm going to do with the YouTube channel. I'll see when the time comes. Let's see, so maybe Damon X... oh wait, what's this? Okay, so maybe Damon X Machina, but... gotta make it open world. Character create stuff in here. I guess that would work. I'm not really too familiar with Damon X Machina. I played the demo, it wasn't really my kind of thing, so I just kind of forgot about it.
I got the new rifle! Yeah!
So now I just need the 2 submachine guns and the 1 sniper. It'll be really funny if I open all of these 300 plus supply drops and I don't get all of the weapons. Now that would be a good example to show you how scammy Call of Duty is.
Hey, I got the emblem with Harambe! Yeah!
Oh man, all this stuff. I wonder if you can just buy the weapons. If you can buy the weapons, and I'll be fine with that, because I got more salvage and I know what to do with. 150 left to go. And we've been at this for 53 minutes. Oh jeez. Call of Duty, why did you put supply drops in your games? I'm glad the way I really like the way World War II handles their supply drop system. You don't have to pay a single penny, and you can get a ton of drops. I really like that. Did you ever get made fun of? Oh yeah, all the time. I like real girls too. I'm just saying, you know, some anime girls they make pretty cute, you know, like Murasaki or Mirai or Sonoko. You know, I like the way they make their design. You know, so I'm not like sexually attracted to them. I just, you know, like the way they make their design. So it's like specifically some of the Shenran characters, like Murasaki, Mirai, Minori, Shiki, Hikage, and so on. So it's like, I get made fun of that all the time. I don't really care, because as I said earlier in the video, the people's insults these days are just very, very juvenile. They... oh god, wait! What the heck, a machine pistol? Huh. Yeah, I do actually. I like her design. I actually have a Super Sonico figure. I have it right on my bureau. I'm looking at it right now. But it's like the insults that the people use for me because they see I like anime. The first thing they say is, "Ah, you're a weeb." You know, W-E-E-B. They say, "Ah, you're a weeb." And I was like, yeah, that's true. I'm a weeb. I like anime. That's like, you know, let's say, for example, you work at a burger joint and you're grilling burgers, so I look at you and I try to insult you and I say, "Ah, you're a cook." And I was like, yeah, that's true. You're a cook. That's not insulting, you're just pointing out facts here. The same thing when people call me weebs. Yes, I'm a weeb. I like anime. That's not insulting to me. And I was like, they say it in a way in hopes of sounding offensive, but it's not. It's true. So it's there are a couple anime ladies that I like. You know, I like Hatsune Miku, Murasaki, Mirai Hikage Shiki, Minori, Sonico. I could keep going. Umaru, yeah, I like Umaru. The J-pop idols. Oh wait, got a card. What is that? Fully loaded? Huh. I gotta check that out. So it's like the J-pop people. They're okay, I guess. I haven't really been into the idols. I like their songs, but the actual person themselves, I don't really keep up with it. I feel like they're, how can I say this? I feel like the J-pop people are probably a little too commercial. I feel like, there's like this standard that they have to meet, and in order to keep their popularity, they have to depict themselves a certain way for society, and I feel like it's very commercial. And I don't really care about that. I mean, to me, in my opinion, you know, ladies, you make the song. If you want to make the song, fine, go make the song. If the song's good, I like it. If the song's bad, I don't like it. You know, I don't really keep up with a lot of idol stuff. I just listen to their music sometimes. As I said, if I like it, I listen to it. If I don't like it, I just don't listen to it. Oh man, 133 more to go. K-pop has more popularity. I heard of both J-pop and K-pop, but I don't really keep up with any. I heard Diva from Overwatch had some kind of feature in a K-pop music video, I think. I didn't even watch that video either. I love Diva from Overwatch, and I don't care about K-pop so much I don't even keep up when it's related to video games. I just kind of just like what I like, keep up with what I like, and do my own thing. Oh boy. Make love, not war. Okay. Let's see what that emote is. That's an emote. I'm really curious on what that emote is. My goodness. My ass hurts from sitting here for so long. I gotta get up and stretch. Davontos moves to South Korea to live with Diva. No, I'm good. I don't want to move to Korea. I hear that wait, what's this? Land Army officer. I hear that that fat dude. What's his name? He's the leader of Korea. He looks like a potato. Kim Jong-un, whatever his name. He just looks like a potato. It's like I heard he's in charge of Korea, and I hear he's kind of like not the best person. I'm kind of fine where I am right now. If I were to move anywhere, I'd prefer to probably move to a tropical location, like Puerto Rico or some tropical area where I can see nature. I'm a nature lover. I like that nature kind of stuff. Give me 1 second. Let me stand up. I gotta stretch. Ah, yeah! I got a dab! You can't see me now, but I'm actually dabbing in real life to match that emblem. Okay, I hate to so much when I join the computer. I don't... Wait, what? I don't really understand your comment. I don't really understand your comment. I'm sorry about that. Oh boy! I got the Red Baron STG-44! Yeah! Now let's move on. I'm not going to overreact like Team Art and all that stuff. Can you just imagine living with somebody like Team Art, those guys who overreact all the time when they open up boxes? Just imagine, like, living with Team Art and he's your roommate, right? And then it's like, you know, you're sleeping one morning and you hear Team Art that he gets the mail, because he's your roommate, so, you know, goes to the front door, he gets the mail from the mailbox, and then you wake up and you see that he's holding a letter, and he has like this huge Joker-like smile on his face, and you're like, hey, Team Art, why are you so happy? And a Team Art with this, like, ominous, creepy, big smile, he's like, I just got a package, guys! So I just got a package! And you say to him, what's in the package? And then he opens it, and then when he opens the package, like this one's about to flip, he opens it, he's like, oh shit! Oh my god, I just got a coupon for a spa! And he's freaking out because it's Team Art, and he gotta get hyper every time he opens something. It's like, just imagine how it would be living with somebody like that. That's what I mean, they're faking it so bad. Ain't no human gonna be that happy for opening a box. Oh jeez. Well, I think Alex was my roommate from The Sims. I forgot that lady's name. But speaking of The Sims, I actually did fix it up. I remade my character. I did not want that creepy woman in my house, so I made myself another roommate, and I made her look much better. I fixed up her personality, and at the moment we're just roommates. I'll probably stream The Sims in the future. Huh, Dogfighter helmet, it's pretty cool. I'll probably stream The Sims sometime in the future, and, well, carry on with the story, because last time I did The Sims, I actually just made myself. I made that lady, I forgot what her name was, but I actually made her pretty cute. I made her, and then I just kind of fixed up the house a little bit, and that's it. So maybe sometime, maybe this week, I'll make this another Sims stream, I'll see. But The Sims was pretty fun. I'm actually just waiting for E3 to see what new games they're gonna give us. They might give us something free. If they give us some free games, I could probably stream that. Another legendary! Let's see here! The grease gun. Oh, boy. Man, who was that lady on The Sims? I think I kind of made her look similar to Diva, but I kind of gave her like a Spanish kind of touch to her appearance, so it's kind of like a Spanish-looking diva, if that makes sense. That's how I kind of made her. I forgot what her name was, man. I gotta play The Sims again to check up. But I fixed up everything. I gave my guy his pajamas, I gave him like his swimwear, his everyday wear. Same thing with her, I gave her like her pajamas, her everyday wear and all that stuff. No, not really Sombra, because Sombra kind of has like this kind of street punk vibe to her. The character I made was kind of like Diva, but like a Spanish diva, so she kind of has like that laid-back gamer kind of feel, but she was Spanish. Well, Sombra is Spanish, but like a gangster, you know, punky kind of Spanish. You know, I don't mind both of them, but I kind of prefer Diva's take on it. Let me get some more water.
Yoy! This is tasty. Oh, mama! Oh, we got another legendary. Let's see.
M38.
Forsaken 2.
I gotta see all these new guns. At least the new guns. I just hope I get some of the new guns. We got 100 left. The last 100 rare supply drops, and I've been at this for an hour and 3 minutes. Oh, mamma mia.
Oh, mamma mia! It's me, Mario, opening things on stream. Oh, yeah!
What is that? Running and gunning? I've actually never been to a Miku concert. I've seen some of them on YouTube, where Miku was kind of like a hologram on stage, and I think that's pretty cool, but, I'm not really somebody who would go to concerts and stuff like that. I don't really like the loud crowds and, like, the screaming people. That's not really my kind of thing. I just wanna stay home, watch it from YouTube, stay in my pajamas, stay in my shirt and pants if I'm wearing any pants, and then just watch it. Eat some chips or some sausages, whatever I feel like eating. Drinking some juice. Yeah, that is true. But I'm pretty sure Miku won't notice me amongst all those hundreds or thousands of people waving those glow sticks. If anything, I'll probably see if I could talk to Miku after the concert. See if I can swoon her with my sexy voice. Oh, Mom! My legs hurt and I want to stretch again. Uh-oh, we got a legendary here! Sap! Just a duplicate. Oh! So many supply drop openings! Hey look, we got a basketball! Weapon charm. They should make a Call of Duty that's kind of like, a Call of Duty that's kind of like Fortnite, that it's just regular civilians, and you create your own character, but it has like a Call of Duty setting, and you're just running around a generic location like a village, and it's kind of like Call of Duty meets Fortnite, but without all of the building aspect and without the screaming little kids. Just like a Call of Duty that just takes place in a, I don't know, a suburban, I don't even know the words, just change it, move away from military. I mean, Black Ops moved away from military, but just change it a little bit. It's been too much army all over the place. Did Miku ever say yes to being your girl? Actually, she didn't. For those of you who don't know, Hatsune Miku has her own Twitter account, right? And then one of my friends, I think it was you, that you were telling me, you know, go ask Miku out. So I actually sent Miku a tweet on actually, Miku, would you be my girlfriend? she ain't saying nothing. Rejected again. Oh, but I mean, it is pretty cool that they have a Twitter account for her. 80 more supply drops to go. Oh, what's up, Itachi? Ah, why did I have to save up so many boxes? Type 100. At least I'm getting a lot of variants for the Type 100. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's this? See, every heroic thing I get is a duplicate. Why can't they just give me some of the new duplicates or some of the new weapons that I don't have that's not duplicates? Like that! Home Army 2. I actually have Home Army 1, so I can actually use that for my character. Uh-oh, here comes another good one. Let's see what we have. Hey, it's that nice-looking shovel that I'm never gonna use, because I always use the baseball bat. Yeah. Well, at least the rare supply drops is gonna be better stuff than the common, which is, I guess, is as expected. Imagine if, like, Team Art was here with me. I'm the one opening the boxes, but he's the one catching an anxiety attack. That would be so funny. He'll be like, "Oh, let's see what you got here, Davontos. Oh, you got the legendary. You got an ambulance." He's like, "That's crazy." And he's over here like holding his head and screaming. Oh, does Sonico have her own Twitter account? I have no idea. I'm following a lot of Sonico fan pages, but I don't think she has a Twitter account. Uh-oh, another legendary! What's it? What is it? It's the... Oh, that's one of the new submachine guns. Sweet! So that means I just need one of the submachine guns and the sniper. Hopefully I get it. I really, really hope so. Because I'm opening like 370-something drops, and I really hope I get everything. Oh, that's a nice weapon charm right there. Oh yeah, the YouTube channel I do know about. I am subscribed to her channel. I actually watch some of her videos. The thing about her YouTube channel is it's one of those virtual YouTubers. Her model, the 3D model that they have for Sonico on her YouTube channel is a little weird because she's so disproportionate. It's like she has this tiny head and then her boobs are massive. I know Sonico has some big boobs, but the way they are on the YouTube videos, because of the model that they have for Sonico, they are just big. It's like, it makes you think them titties weigh like 50, 70 pounds. Those things are big, and it just doesn't fit her character. And, you know, if you look at her in Shinra and Kagura, or like the anime, you know, it fits. She has some big boobs, and that's fine, and it fits. But just the way it's on the YouTube channel, it's some creepy looking stuff, man. And, her hands are tiny, which is as expected. Sonico has tiny hands. But just because she has a tiny head, tiny hands, like super thick legs, a flat ass, and these monstrous behemoth-sized titties, it just doesn't fit. And her model on the YouTube videos is so weird. I mean, you get used to it over time, but it's just weird, man. When I first saw that, I said to myself, what did they do to Sonico? But, you know who should have a YouTube channel? They would be perfect, an anime character, perfect for a YouTube channel. Umaru. Umaru would be perfect for a YouTube channel because she's a gamer. It's like, she's a gamer, she's a Himito, it's like, who better to have their own YouTube channel than Umaru? The entire anime is actually based off of video games, staying home all day and playing it. It's like, she would be the perfect YouTuber to have, a perfect anime character to have her own YouTube channel. Oh boy! Woo-wee. 58 more to go. 1, 2. Polish Spec Ops, I had that before? I think that was one of them I wanted. Oh man. Give me 1 second, let me get some more water while I open up the next drop. Davontos does drink a lot of water. Oh boy, okay. Sonico has a Twitter, but found lots of... Sonico has a Twitter? I didn't know that. I'll see if I can look it up. Even if she's not active anymore, I at least follow it and see some of her old posts. 53 more. Why is this taking much longer than the common drops? And I had so many common drops. I had like over 200 something common drops, and the rares I have like 160 something. It's taking so much longer. Oh boy. And we've been for an hour and 12 minutes. Just opening boxes. It's like Christmas all over again. Except this Christmas is full of disappointments because they're giving you stuff you already got before. It's like you sit down with your family for Christmas and you open up your Christmas present and the first thing you see is this pair of shoes you got last week. Oh boy. What is that? The Type 38? Oh, that's that Japanese sniper rifle. Sweet. Yeah, you could send me the link. Send it to me up on my Twitter. I'll check it out probably later today after the stream, whenever I get back on Twitter. Oh, mama.
Hey, cherry pie launcher camo! I can make my bazooka look like a pie! Yeah!
46 more. Man, I'm not keeping track of the guns I'm getting, but I better have all the guns after all these openings, man. Oh boy. Hey, I got that nade happy thing. I see some people with that. It's actually pretty cool. Jumping happy grenades. What is that, a Leo? Oh, what's one of those Greek things. I forgot what that's called.
I got pancakes for a weapon charm!
And the Stripe Happy FG42. Oh! More double XP, really? I don't need more double XP, I need the weapons! Stop giving me so many double XP tokens. Stormy? Huh. Interesting camo, I wonder if it's animated.
Oh boy! Yeah, Fire Forge!
Davontos likes those fire weapons. I love scorching everybody on the battlefield. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that. I know these days a lot of people be saying, oh, she married her and he married him, because it's like, because of today's society, everybody gotta be gay. And it's like, if they ain't gay, people expect you to be gay. And it's very, so it's like, Soldier 76 is gay, Tracer is gay, people want Miku to either be gay or trans, and they want Miku to have a dick. And it's like, everybody in this day and age, they just want everything to be gay. It's like, why won't you just leave it as it is? If somebody creates a female character that's straight, let her be straight. If somebody creates a character who's trans, just let them be trans. You ain't gotta be changing Miku to have a dick. You don't gotta be changing, you know, like, Soldier 76 to be trans and all. It's like, just leave them alone. They're virtual characters. Ain't nobody cares. It's like, we don't always gotta cater to your every whim. Oh, well, look at that. 2 legendaries. Oh, look at that. Nothing but dupes. Thank you, Call of Duty. Thank you for the false hype. It seems to be something you do quite often. Another one, another one! USMC Commando. I don't think I've seen that one before. Got a camera, got some blue. Really? There's a camo that's just blue.
I wanna end the video, but there's too many things to open. I'm tired and I gotta pee.
I'm just gonna open up the rest of these boxes, test out the new guns, tell you guys how the new guns feel in the firing range, and then I'll probably end it. I noticed Nintendo Switch has like this abundance of virtual novels. And that's fine, but the prices for these virtual novels are very, very high. Like, if you browse through the Nintendo eShop, you see that they have a virtual novel for like $40. And you're like, really? Who's gonna buy a book, a comic book at that, for $40? And when you actually read it, because I actually have one of them that I bought on sale for, I think it was $6. It's like, when you read them, they're about 100 pages. It's like that ain't worth no $40. It's like, okay, the artwork and all that stuff, but come on, man. You can go to a bookstore and buy a comic book that's colored for like half price. That would be something. You know, they should actually make virtual anime dating games for the Switch, because Switch does support VR. VR is a thing in Super Smash, and there are a couple of VR games coming for Switch. I believe, Spice and Wolf, whatever, something like that. Yeah, that's another VR game that's coming to Switch. But they can make virtual dating games for the Switch. One, that's a huge thing in Japan, and Nintendo's Japanese, or at least follows most Japanese things more than Sony does. And that would be something that a lot of anime fans would like. That's a really good idea. That's one ugly looking head. Oh crap, that's a mummy? That thing is terrifying. Yeah, they should make virtual gaming, virtual dating games for the Switch. That would be really, really cool. Instead of making them virtual novels, make them 3D virtual reality experiences. That would be really, really cool. If only I was a game developer, I would make one myself. Ah, mechanized infantry, that's the puppet. That puppet looks familiar. Where did I see that puppet before? Toy Story. I saw that puppet in Toy Story. The trailer for that new one. 16 more to go, and then we're finished. Well, not finished. I gotta see the new. Oh, wait, what's this? What's this?
It's a fedora! I got a fedora.
And I got a PPSH 41, which I already got. That's just like the blue camo, but it got cracks in it. Come on, really? Sony California. Wish they go fast. Yeah, because it's Sony. You know how Sony is. Sony's marketing techniques are very weird. I don't keep up with it. That's supposed to be a fidget spinner? I kind of think you got the circles in the wrong spot. But okay. So Sony's very weird. I'm done with Sony after PS4. I actually switched on to PlayStation 3 because my Nintendo Wii busted. And I had to ship it to Nintendo, and Nintendo said they can fix it, but it's going to take a long time. So for the time being, I got a PS3. And I've kind of been on PlayStation since, and as long as I've been on PlayStation, they've just been getting scammier and scammier, and I'm just kind of done with it now. I'm just gonna go back to Nintendo. I miss Nintendo. I had a lot of nostalgic memories from Nintendo, and now that I got a Switch, those things are coming back. Those memories, the fun times on Nintendo. So I'm just gonna switch back after PS4. Oh, we're almost done.
7 more! Count down with me! After this one. 6! Let's not get overly hyped because we all know that stuff is fake like T-Mart and Allier. 5! 1!
Hey, I got some birthday cake. Is that? I think that's one of the new submachine guns? I think. I don't know what number this is for. Come on!
Heroic!
Rabbit's foot? That looks like a piece of wheat.
3! Almost finished! So, 2! Last supply drop!
Oh, look at this, got a legendary, got a legendary!
Heroic!
Gang of 1. Thumbs down, and the final supply drop before we actually see all of the new weapons.
Here we go!
And we got a legendary.
1! 2! And it's...
A duplicate. Yes, because it's supply drops. Okay, so all of my supply drops are finished. They're all gone. So let me actually see the new weapons at least, and I actually have a class here that's random, that's dedicated for all these weird classes I want to make. So let's start off with the rifle. The brand new rifle, the KGM-21. I actually have 2 of them. I have Checkmate, which this one looks pretty nice, and this one's all old and dirty, so let's use Checkmate. Checkmate it is. It kind of looks... the heck? It kind of looks like the bar. ADS, it kind of looks like the bar. It sways a lot. This is the idle sway. Okay, so... Let me lift my hands up so the thing won't be vibrating for you guys. But, it feels like the bar. It feels almost exactly like the bar, but, it has a little bit of kick. If I were to compare it to anything, I would say it's like the bar, but it feels like a lighter bar. The bar kind of feels like an LMG, which technically it is. This feels like an assault rifle take on the bar. Oh, it's pretty good. And there's the weapon animation for it. Let me take the other one and show you the weapon animation for that. Here's the other one, same ion sights. Yeah, this is the standard brown and gray take on it. Okay, so now for the submachine guns. We have both of them. Okay, so let's use this one first. We have this one, pretty nice. It kind of looks like one of the Type 100s. Okay, here it is. It looks like the Type 100. But it fires like the Sterling. It feels like the Sterling. I think it's called the Sterling. I'll show you guys the pictures after this. It feels almost exactly like the Sterling, but it has a little bit of kick. And the magazine size is much, much larger. So I would say this is probably a better version of the Sterling. If you guys don't know, this is the one I was talking about. This one here, yeah. It feels like a better version of this. Okay, and then we have this contraption. This is kind of like the grease gun. Heist, okay. It looks like the grease gun. Oh wow, this feels really good. And it's accurate. This is really accurate. It's a fast-firing grease gun that kind of feels like the MP40. You see, I hold down the trigger and it barely moves. And it has a 30-round magazine. I can see myself using this a lot, yeah. I really like this one. Okay, so far this is the best one out of all the guns. Melts through the magazines fairly quickly, but the reload is pretty quick too. Okay, so let's keep going. Light machine gun. Lead machine gun. Okay, so we have this one and this one. Okay, that's the standard dirty version. And here we go. Wait, what was the mag count on this? 50? Okay. This is tiny. Tiny MG. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, if you guys played the Modern Warfare series, if you guys remember the MG called the RPD, this feels exactly like the RPD. If I were to compare it to a gun in this game, I would say it kind of feels like the Lewis. A little bit like the Lewis, but man, this is the RPD. And the reload's fairly quick for an LMG. A little bit of kick, not much. It's very easy to control. Okay. And what else do I got? I ain't got the sniper rifle, huh? And that's it. I just gotta get this. I mean, I wish I could show you guys how this thing functions, but unfortunately, all 370-something supply drops I open, and I still ain't get this. So, maybe if I get it, I'll make a quick little video about it, maybe upload it to Twitter, or upload it to YouTube, I'll see. It depends on how long it takes me to get this thing. And let me double check. Yeah, that's there, that's done. And the rifles are done. All the stars next to them is just like other variants, like I have this Gustavo, whatever it's called, and all that stuff, but these are just default weaponry. Toggle action, dynamo, yeah, stuff we already seen before. And there were no new pistols. I just got a ton of calling cards, emblems, and yeah, that's it. Alrighty, so I'll stop the stream now. Do I have any mail here? 2 hours. So if you like this video, punch that like button with mighty force. You can follow me up on Twitter at Davontos, man. I'll clear up all of these stars because they bother me by all this new stuff, which kind of bothers me. I want to get rid of them. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Have a nice day. Now let's see, how do I stop this stream? Right there, stop broadcasting. Alrighty. Goodbye. Don't forget to change your underwear before you go to bed. The broadcast will now stop. Yes. Goodbye, everybody. See you next time.